Good evening and welcome to yet another edition of Job Center, where we get to talk about jobs and how to get these jobs. And today in studio we have Transport Cabinet Secretary Engineer Michael Kamau. Welcome.
Asante sana.
Just to kick off the interview, a lot of young people want to know, are there jobs they will get out of the SGR project?
Very many jobs. For a start, during construction, we expect that at the peak, we have created 30,000 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
After the SGR, the construction is over, then we'll have about 60,000 jobs that will be created, directly and indirectly. And these will be in very many areas of logistics, for example. We are going to spur new construction based on the SGR, mm-hmm. Train operators, supply, equipment handling. Very, very many jobs will come out of this SGR.
I asked this, Waziri, because the perception out there by the young people is that majority of these jobs will be going to the Chinese. But as you have put it, looking at the specific jobs that we are talking about, how soon will the young people start benefiting from these jobs, and will the jobs be sustainable?
They will be sustainable. Already we have employed 4,700 persons who are working on the job. As we started, we started the actual construction on 6th of October, and we are making very good progress. And this is going to peak as the pace increases, as we complete the issues of land compensation. And these jobs are mainly held by Kenyans. I sign off every Chinese technician who is going to come here with a job transfer program, to which that must be transferred to Kenyans. Mm-hmm. What we expect is to gain sufficient experience, such that also when we construct the Maraba line from Nairobi, most of these jobs that now will be specialists in nature will be performed by Kenyans. During the operations, of course, it is a Kenyan operation. The trains will be operated by Kenyans. The maintenance will be by Kenyans. Mm-hmm. The logistics will be by Kenyans. There should be no fear that these jobs will go to foreigners, unless we invite, of course, our neighbors who are dependent on the railway to come and assist us. For example, we are bringing in engineers from Rwanda, Uganda, to come and join our teams in learning, so that when they build their railways, mm-hmm. They will be able to assist their countries.
I'm a bit interested, looking at the jobs that you've talked about, the first 30,000, then the 60,000 jobs. The young people, perhaps in universities, would want to know which areas in specific can they be angling for these jobs?
First of all, there is engineering, which is basically the construction. There is operations, which I said, which is logistics, supply chain management. How do you organize cargo, clearing, loading, arranging CFSs, being able to, cargo handling, all those jobs, maintenance of the railways, maintenance of the lines. And we have very high maintenance, because the speeds of the trains will be 120 kilometers, the passenger trains. Mm-hmm. So the signaling, the management of the signaling, areas of computer operations, basically it is a whole spectrum of jobs. And of course, the spin-off that we are talking about, what we are calling the railway cities that mm-hmm. we are going to build, especially where we build the major passenger stations. We expect that there will be areas that will be open for hospitality, tourism. At least now the tourists who have a lot of problems using the roads can now use the trains to bring them to Savo. Mm-hmm. It will be easier for you to travel even from Nairobi to Savo. So all those areas are going to benefit.
Quite interesting. And as we conclude our interview, looking at your industry, there's been a lot of issues when it comes to the skills gap, because we notice that quite a number of graduates are graduating, but on the other hand, they're not being absorbed into the job market because they don't have certain high-end skills, like in the areas you've talked about, issues of signaling. Are there institutions that will be able to address this skills gap?
Yes, of course, particularly for the railway. We have a component of about 2 billion to revamp the RTI, Railway Training Institute, so that it becomes a regional center for railway construction, maintenance, and of equipment and both the line. And this we have agreed at the Northern Corridor level, that is between Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan, that the Railway Training Institute in Kenya, South B, will be used for that purpose. In the road sector, we have our own Kenya Institute of Highways and Building Technology, for example, in the roadworks. And I'm very proud that we have trained so many contractors, especially the youth and women, who are now doing a starting job in road maintenance and road construction. So those two institutes, together with, of course, training now, OJT, on job training, by other maybe graduates from universities, to skill them and to give them skills, will be a continuous process. The consultancy for the supervision of the railway is both by a foreign company and a Kenyan company, and we have insisted on meaningful jobs for supervision going to Kenyans. Again, look at the cement industry. We have insisted that we must use local cement. Baburi already promised us that they are going to upgrade their systems, because we need high quality cement of about class, what they call 52.5, which they don't manufacture ordinarily. So that again is going. The contractor has already started placing orders on Kenyan steel for some of the works that is going on. All the steel, we have said, will be from Kenya, apart from the one that is laying the rail. All other construction steel, and the manufacturers have said, we brought the specifications to them. They have promised that they are going to be able to manufacture this steel. And that will be a very big component, especially cement and
Waziri, are you saying there's hope for the young person who is in university studying engineering, that young person doing a BCom? Are these assured of a job once this project kicks off, as you also wind up?
The SGR, and look at the 10,000 kilometers of roads, who are going to be these contractors, especially on the first phase of what we call the annuity programs. 2,000 kilometers, maybe we'll get to about 3,000. 2,000 kilometers. Since independence, we have only built 14,000 kilometers, and we are rolling out the first 2,000 this year, the next 3,000 in the next financial year, and then the balance in the third year, that financial year from now. Imagine 10,000 kilometers of roads. Imagine the employment opportunities that are going to be there. We are opening the bids. We would have opened the bids on 4th of December, but all the contractors have asked us to give them time. We are opening the bids on 7th of January. And from there, we'll do a very quick process of evaluation. So in the road sector, the port, the second container terminal, which we are completing by December next year, again, with a capacity of 550 containers, more job opportunities for Kenyans. The aviation sector, this January, we are opening Terminal 2 with a capacity of 2.5 million passengers. That means more people handling of equipment.
So you're saying there's hope, Waziri?
Plenty of it.
Thank you for your time.
Asante sana.
We are very glad to have you, and we do hope that you'll be coming on board next time we invite you.
Yes, and for us to create jobs, let's stay safe on our roads. Let's drive very, very carefully, so that the jobs that we are talking about, there will be people to employ.
Thank you very much. Well, we come to the end of our Job Center segment, but coming up next is business news.